Alright, look, I'm not going to waste your time. In this video, I am going to show you some NFL stats that you've never heard before and that will without a doubt blow your mind. So, the newest franchise to join the NFL has been the Houston Texans, and they were founded all the way back in 1999. And because of how new the Texans are as an organization, they have the second fewest playoff wins of any team in the Super Bowl era with 4. And just so you know, the Super Bowl era starts in 1969. And those 4 Houston Texans wins are 4 times more than the Detroit Lions have in the Super Bowl era. The Texans, a team that was founded in 1999, literally 23 years ago as of the recording of this video, have more wins than a team that has been around since the dawn of fucking time itself. And to add more insult to injury, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who do not play in the same division as the Lions right now, have won their division, the NFC North, more recently than the Lions themselves. Like, that is just depressing, man. But it's not very much to say that the Bucs have been better and more successful than the Lions, but did you know it took the Bucs 1,865 kickoffs before their entire franchise ever returned one single kickoff for a touchdown? And to compare that to their rival in the Saints, when the Saints first launched as an organization, take a guess how many kickoffs it took for them to score a touchdown. 1. It took them 1. When you think of NFL players who have a ton of kids, the first person you think of is Phillip Rivers. But let me tell you this, there is an NFL player out there that has more kids than Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Phillip Rivers combined. This NFL player is Antonio Cromartie. The man has 14 kids with 8 different he has 14 different kids with 8 different women. Oh my god. Now I know that's kind of cheating because Aaron Rodgers has 0, but you could substitute Rodgers for someone with 1 kid, and Cromartie still has more, because Rivers has 9 kids, Tom Brady has 3, and sub in like Patrick Mahomes who has 1 kid, and those 3 quarterbacks, all combined, still do not have enough children as this man did with 8 different women. That is just impressive, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, throughout NFL history, you could argue that this quarterback is easily one of the most underrated of all time, but he had an unprecedented season in 1986. The quarterback I'm talking about is Randall Cunningham, and in the 1986 season, he was sacked a second most in all time, 72 times on 281 dropbacks in 1986. I'm sorry, if you didn't pick that up, he was sacked 72 times on a mere 281 dropbacks. And if you do the math, that means that his sack percentage that year was 25.6. He was sacked every 4th play. For comparison, when you think of a quarterback who sacked the most, you think of David Carr's rookie season, but his sack percentage was just 14.6. Which is, you know, still not good, but that's besides the point. And for a modern comparison, Joe Burrow was sacked an astounding 70 times this season. But that's also due to the fact that Burrow made the playoffs and was sacked a ridiculous amount of times in each playoff game. And Randall Cunningham's Eagles were fucking garbage, so that's out of the equation there. But let's focus on the David Carr comparison again, because if Randall Cunningham had dropped back as many times as Derek Carr, which was 520 times, then Cunningham would have ended up being sacked 133 times. Now, if this stat about Randall Cunningham's 86 season doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. So if you're not familiar with the stat sack percentage, it basically shows how many times a quarterback was sacked based on the number of dropbacks. And in David Carr's 2002 season, his sack percentage was 44, and the league average is about 100 and kinda stays consistent throughout time. So we'll say that the average is about 100. So you'd think that 44 is atrocious, right? Because 100 is the base level. Well, Randall Cunningham's 1986 season clocks in at -4. That is the biggest outlier in NFL history. But that's not all that Randall Cunningham can do, because he has the longest punt in Eagles history with a 91-yard kick. Like, what? What could this man not do? Oh, and just to throw in one more fact, the Jets have never beaten the Eagles in the entirety of NFL history. So Aaron Rodgers was drafted way back in 2005, and as of right now, he is 38 years old. Flash forward 7 years in the 2012 NFL draft, and the Browns select Brandon Weeden. As of right now, he is also 38 years old and 2 months older than Aaron Rodgers is right now. Why the Browns drafted that man at that age is still beyond me, but let's look at the opposite side of the age spectrum in the NFL draft. As in the entire history of the NFL, there have only been 2 teenagers that were drafted drafted in the first round, which honestly seems hard to believe, but maybe that's just because of how other drafts work. But Daniil Hunter was 19 years old in 2015, and the youngest recorded player was Amobi Okoye in 2007. One, I think it's fair to say, turned out better than the other. So if you enjoyed this video, then like and comment, because it really helps the channel a lot, and you could even subscribe if you feel like you might want to watch more videos like this one in the future. Also, watch one of these videos right here. They're pretty good, trust me. Anyways, until next time.